A man wrote 6 strange letters, crossed them out, and vanished into the night. Hours later, he was found dying beside a crashed car, claiming 4 unknown men had been with him. Those letters were strange. Nobody has ever explained them.
Oh God, he's hurt bad!
On the evening of October 25th, 1984, 34-year-old food engineer Gunther Stoll was sitting quietly at home with his wife. For months, he had been telling friends and family that mysterious people were after him, but he never explained who they were. Most believed he was simply under stress, until he suddenly stood up, looked around the room, and shouted, "Now I understand!" Before anyone could question him, he quickly scribbled 6 strange characters onto a piece of paper. The message read, YOGTZE. Seconds later, Gunther crossed it out as if he regretted writing it. He never explained its meaning. That short sequence of letters would later become one of the most debated clues in the entire investigation. Instead of returning home, Gunther drove to his favorite pub and ordered a beer. But before taking a single sip, he unexpectedly collapsed from his stool and struck his face on the floor. Witnesses insisted he didn't appear drunk. Moments later, he stood up, acted as if nothing had happened, and quietly walked away. Around 1 a.m., Gunther arrived unannounced at the home of a woman he had known since childhood. Looking deeply unsettled, he told her, "Something terrible is going to happen tonight." She urged him to go home or visit his parents, but he refused and disappeared back into the darkness. Around 3 a.m., 2 truck drivers noticed a crashed Volkswagen Golf in a ditch and pulled over to help. As they approached the vehicle, they found Gunther Stoll inside. But what they saw next made the situation even more baffling. Gunther was severely injured and completely naked, yet he was still alive. Before losing consciousness, he reportedly whispered that 4 men had been with him in the car and had fled the scene. When asked if they were his friends, he quietly answered, "No." Moments later, he died from his injuries. The investigation immediately raised disturbing questions. Why had Gunther removed his clothes? Who were the 4 men he claimed had been with him? And if they really existed, why was there no clear evidence that anyone else had been inside the vehicle? Friends and family recalled one detail they couldn't forget. Hours before his death, Gunther had suddenly written 6 strange characters on a piece of paper. YOGD. He crossed them out almost immediately and never explained their meaning, leaving investigators with another mystery they couldn't solve. Over the years, countless theories emerged. Some believed the message was a secret code. Others linked it to amateur radio signals, hidden meetings, or criminal activity. But despite decades of speculation, no explanation could ever be proven. Decades later, advances in forensic analysis led investigators to revisit the case. After reviewing the available evidence, German authorities concluded that the physical findings were more consistent with a single vehicle crash and found no reliable evidence that other people had been in the car. The case was officially closed as an accident, but many questions remain unanswered. What did secret code mean? Why did Gunther tell someone that something terrible would happen that night? And why did he insist that 4 men had been with him? More than 40 years later, those answers may have died with him, leaving behind one of Germany's most haunting unsolved mysteries.